Welcome back. Something big just happened. Today's story is truly shocking. It's shaking up the world of social media and online drama. What happened here isn't just unexpected. It could change everything moving forward. Because every action has a reaction, and that reaction is coming. So what do you think? Is this just the beginning? And what do you expect to happen next?
Love Island star Cierra has just taken a huge swipe at Nic and Olandria and unfollowed them. She posted this video on Instagram that says, "You look happier. Thanks. I booked a flight to Mykonos after surviving the villain edit on reality TV, and I didn't end up with the guy who never actually liked me and wanted my friend the entire time." She also used Madeline Argy's viral sound on the video, in which she says, "I didn't even get to break up with him and he's already with the next girl." She's also not following Nic, and now she is no longer following Olandria. And yeah, it seems she's done staying quiet about her feelings on these two getting together. Here's how everyone's responding to the drama so far. Someone said, "You were literally a bombshell. They were both there before you. Let's not. You literally stole him from Belle." Another person said, "What villain edit? There goes the accountability." Someone said, "Who needs enemies when there's friends like you?" Another said, "Tea." This person said, "It's a lot to unpack here, babe. Reunion is going to be something serious. Nic did like you. I just think he liked her more and didn't have the opportunity to explore until you were out the picture." Guys, I swear all of the tea after they've left the villa is more entertaining than the show was.
Imagine you break up with your boyfriend one night and the next day he is posted up with Ice Spice and Chrome Heart. I didn't even actually get to break up with him and he's already with the next girl.
If he's cheating, I'm doing him worse. No Uno, I hit the reverse. I ain't keeping the grip in my purse. I don't care, cause he did it first. If he's cheating, I'm doing him.
Cierra unfollowed Olandria. I'm sorry, it's not funny. Previously, she said she supported them exploring their connection. I think she finally just realized that they're actually serious and like they were both kind of playing in her face. And to be completely honest, I would be mad too. Like, I would be mad too if I was talking to this guy and I really liked him and my friend was like, "Oh my god, yes, like I love y'all too." But like low key, like behind your back, like you have a crush. Like, ooh, that would fry me. I can't even be upset with Cierra for being mad because I would be mad as fuck. Because it's one thing to have a man play in your face. You expect that. To have your friend play in your face? Ugh. Love Olandria though, love Nicolandria. They are my top, so I have nothing to say about that. But honestly, good on Cierra for continuing to post. I'm not mad at her for posting. I know a lot of people are like, you know, it's optional to post. But like, I mean, it's her life. Like, she apologized. She's trying to move on. I don't know what you really expect from her. But all I know is that they better have Cierra at the reunion. Cierra has to be at the reunion. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I know, like, everyone's like, "No, get her off my screen." Like, I was like that too when she said the slur, because I feel like if Yulissa has to get kicked, she needed to get kicked too. I think that's enough accountability. Put her on the fucking reunion. I need to see what her and Olandria have to say to each other, what she has to say to Nic. Like, I just know it's going to be so good. But I can imagine what Cierra's going through. You come out the villa, you're getting fucking torn apart, and then you're watching the show trying to, like, support your friends, and then someone you were really close to just goes with your man. Granted, it's Love Island. That's what they're supposed to do, but damn. Talk about kicking someone when they're already down. Obviously, the girlies didn't know that, and they're not supposed to. It's not their responsibility to make sure Cierra's okay. Let me say this right now. It is not those girls' responsibility to make sure that Cierra's okay. But I can't imagine going through all that and then thinking, like, oh, the guy I like's gonna come out the villa and try to find me, and then it's just like, nope, he actually found your friend. Ugh.
Has anybody else cackled at Cierra's video? Like, genuinely, I had to chuckle. I can't even. Claiming that you got a villain edit, because her whole issue is like, "Oh, Nic was into my friend the whole time." That's true. You should have been lucky to explore a really genuine connection. However, it's not that he didn't like you, he just likes Olandria more. But everybody on TikTok was clocking for days that you were actually getting a very good edit. And how dare you say he was into your friend? You and Olandria stopped being friends when you voted for Taylor. When you voted for Taylor to stay out of your feelings for Nic, Olandria should be allowed to pursue a relationship with Nic despite her friend feelings for you. Like, what? And furthermore, villain edit? Bitch, you said a racial slur! You said a racial slur! Has nobody told you that she said a racial slur? Like, sister, you came on the internet in an empath sweater telling us you were accidentally holding space. holding space for a racial slur. And that you were really sorry for anyone else accidentally holding space for it as well. It wasn't me, girl. I do think that that's real. Like, obviously she should feel some type of way. And I'm ending this video in my room because the lighting was making it seem like I have yellow teeth. Never those allegations. Sierra's witchcraft tried to touch me, y'all. Why did you unfollow Olandria? Sister, the North still remembers. You did this to yourself.
What I say? Did I not clock it? Did I not clock it weeks ago? Did I not clock this already? I told y'all that Cierra was going to have a problem with Nicolandria. I knew it. I told y'all. And y'all said, no, she's not going to have an issue with that. They already told her what it was. No, they're not friends. She supports their relationship. So what the... Fuck that. Bitches lie every day. Bitches save face every single day. They've been saving face this entire season. You think I trust that this girl is being honest about how she feels about Nick? No. She made that post and she said, yeah, the guy that I liked ended up liking my friend the entire time. Oh, but when I said that Iris was being a real friend by making her aware of that dynamic, y'all said Iris and me were messy. You're just messy. No, she's not affected by it. It's not going to be an issue because they're not really friends like that. Who's not really friends like that? They've been stuck on an island together for weeks. What? It was weird. The only thing that I commend her on is that she put the blame on Nick, which I've been saying from the beginning. Nick and Olandria, to me, are trifling in that situation, but Nick is more trifling because he closed it off for her. He never was 100% honest. When they were telling Cierra about their coupling the first time, they severely under-dramatized it. They definitely made it seem like it wasn't nothing she needed to worry about. And everybody said, no, I mean, they didn't have a spark. Who didn't have a spark? Who didn't? We see Olandria saying, oh, well, I've noticed the signs since the beginning. Oh, you noticed the signs since the beginning, huh? But you never had that conversation with Cierra about the fact that the man that she's about to close off with, you've noticed signs of him wanting her. Nick never, ever gave Cierra the chance to not choose him. We understand that the point is to get to the end of the show with somebody. But get to the end of the show with somebody at the cost of what? At the cost of being dishonest? At the cost of being trifling? Absolutely not. Nick did not receive the hate that Ace got, the hate that Taylor got, the hate that everybody else was getting on this show. Nick scathed through untouched. I don't know how. He did the most trifling things all season from the very beginning. It's been trifling. So now it's like, I feel like all the cast members are coming off of the show and they realize that they have their own following and their own fan base and they don't need to be friends with each other no more. They don't need to be fake friends with each other no more because I got my people now. Now I'm back off this island with my folks. And they're acting like it. I told y'all. I clocked that. I've been clocked it. I've been said it. There's no way, like, and I'm a pretty secure woman myself. And I still be tripping off little things like that. Like, I'll trip about that. Like, I don't give a fuck if y'all need to stay on this island or not. What the fuck you mean y'all coupled up? Amaya didn't couple up with Charlie. She was ready to get the fuck up off the island before risking her morality and her friendship with Hannah. But y'all don't remember that. Y'all don't remember that Amaya got the same opportunity to stay on that island and she told Charlie no with tears in her eyes. Told him no. Yeah. I've been said it. I knew this was going to happen. This reunion's going to be messy boots. I knew this was going to happen.
Now, Cierra, I understand that the fandom of Love Island USA, particularly the Nicolandria faction, will have you believing that Nick never had feelings for you. But like, Nick himself said that he was incredibly torn when you left the villa. I think that y'all's connection was real. I just think that you're in a 6-week reality TV show. You're basically on adult summer camp vacation and he liked multiple people. I feel like it's probably hard to not internalize like fan discourse that is projected onto the show. But I think to make a cheeky little reel in the midst of like how much hate Olandria is getting, like I know that the reel was technically aimed towards Nic, but you know how that works. Like I think it was a choice to put that out there. You know the trend where it's like, you look happier, thanks, I finally left my toxic ex, blah 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 blah. That was kind of the energy of the post, basically saying, well, Nic didn't really like me the whole time, he actually had a crush on my friend, and I'm booking a trip to Mykonos because like I need to celebrate that. And it's made under the guise of being like this positivity post, but it's really hella shade. It's like all shade actually. And like, let's be honest, if you did not get removed from the show for saying a slur multiple times, y'all would have probably left the show closed off. Y'all were closed off before you left. And then you talking about you got the villain edit. Huh? No, I think the fan base saw your moves as very strategic because the explanation for the Hannah vote didn't make any sense and the explanation for the TJ vote didn't make any sense. Even Iris herself says she felt very betrayed by that, like in real life. So no, you didn't survive the villain edit. There never was a villain edit for you. I think once again, you're just internalizing fans' perspectives based on what we saw. We saw the chemistry between Nic and Olandria before they even did. Nic said that he felt like the best part of their connection was the fact that they missed all the signs. Same thing with people thinking you have ulterior motives. We watched 36 episodes of the show and came to that conclusion based off your moves. Yes, it's edited. Yes, it's reality TV, but like, production did not do that.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update.